Hey guys, really quick before this video starts, I wanted to give a couple shoutouts to some TEW YouTubers that are coming up in the game. I figured if I put it right here at the start, rather than make a whole new video like based on shouting people out, more people would see them and they'd get more exposure. So yeah, if you're watching this and you haven't skipped forward, I appreciate that. But yeah, first I'd like to recommend The Ringside, and his links will be all over the video, all over the description. And my boy is starting out. He's got about 13 subs as of recording this, but he deserves a hell of a lot more. He's got a great Lucha Underground series, and he just did a fun 10 subscriber special that you guys should definitely check out when you get the chance. And I'd also like to highly recommend IAR11, who has, as of recording, has got about 92 subscribers. And he's definitely putting in the work. He deserves a lot more recognition. He's got 3 series going on at the moment, with 2 TEW series, an Attitude Era WWF, and a Modern Day WCW, as well as a WWE 2K16 Universe Mode series. So you guys should definitely check him out as well. His links will be all over the video and in the description as well. Yeah, I just wanted to, ask you guys that are watching this, if you would just take a second of your time, maybe check out their channels, maybe consider subscribing or dropping a like or anything would help. But yeah, just trying to pay it forward and keep the love going. So yeah, thanks for watching through that, and now we'll go back to the video. What's up guys, 370 Gaming here, and welcome back to Rebuilding TNA. This time I believe it's episode 9. Yeah, that seems about right. So I got a lot of stuff to cover in this notoriously long intro, so please do bear with me. I'd like to point out first and foremost that I'll be recording this explosion part of the show late at night, because I'm just trying to find time in my life to do it. So I'll probably record this whenever day I did this at night, and then I'll do Impact in the morning. But yeah, so if my voice changes or if there's a fan in the background, there's not, and then whatever, that's why, because it'll be a different time. But but anyways, I wanted to first and foremost thank all of you that checked out the UFC videos while I wasn't doing TEW this past week. I wanted to try something different for the channel. I still want to branch out a little bit. I never will stop doing TEW, but there will be breaks occasionally, and there will be, new stuff, tried on the channel. And, yeah, so I know they were very low viewed, comparatively, but I think, I genuinely very much appreciate every one of you that gave those videos a shot, even if you may have subbed to me for just TEW content. So thank you for letting me try to branch out a little bit, and I'm definitely going to continue the UFC series. It just won't be as frequent as that. I wanted to do a, episode a day up until CM Punk's, shoot UFC debut. But yeah, so thank you guys, those that gave it a shot. I appreciate it. And yeah, there will always be more TEW coming in the future. So yeah, I think that's basically all I wanted to cover. Yeah, my mind's just kind of racing because it's like late at night. You know how that goes, like when you're up late at night. And yeah, don't worry about it. We're gonna run Explosion. Oh, one more thing, really quick. Swear to God, this will be the last thing. I might not do Explosion anymore. I may just auto-book Explosion, and we may just do Impact every week, because there doesn't seem to be too much point to Explosion. I don't really... I mean... I'll just auto-book, I'll just run it to get people experience, like, I'll put Jimmy Havoc on there, like, get him some experience, until they can come up to Impact. I probably won't do it on the series anymore. That was what I was forgetting. I thought I was forgetting something, and I was. So, yeah, I think this is going to be the last Explosion on this series, so, yeah, I mean, if you just, like, you want Explosion, I mean, I guess tell me in the comments, like, if enough people want it, I'll do it, but I just don't personally want to do it. But if you really want Explosion every episode, I'll do it. So, yeah. We start out with a tribunal squash match, more or less. And, yeah. We got some good chemistry. They have great chemistry. Got a 41D. That's about what I expect. Not too bad. So, yeah. Pretty standard there. Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to think. Like I said, it's late at night. Yeah, Veda defeats Laura Dennis in Almost 8 by pinfall. And Veda's gimmick did well. That's good. We, yeah, cooled the crowd a little. That's alright. For what they did, for what their in-ring was, it was all right. And Veda, I just want to get Veda in the fold. You know what I'm saying? Want to get her in the mix. So an NXT style vignette is played for Kota Ibushi, and when I say NXT style, think back to like those old like Kevin Owens promos, like when he wore the shirt and it had like "Fight Me" on it, and it was just like him, like it was like a ring in the middle of nowhere, like some random warehouse or something, and he's just like angrily staring around and maybe throwing a clothesline to some random person. So I like to think of it like that, but like brighter and more happy, and just Kota is just like it says here, shows him performing fierce kicks, high flying maneuvers, amazing spots, and yeah, he says some things, I can't wait to show my stuff, in America. Like, I've gone through Japan, I've performed all over the world, but I really want to perform on the biggest stage in America. He says the biggest stage, even though he knows it's TNA, but you gotta live the gimmick, And he says in Japanese, "I am the Golden Star, Kota Ibushi, and I'm ready to surprise the fans, become the highlight reel of TNA wrestling. Golden Star, Kota Ibushi, coming soon." There you go. Nothing too crazy. 47D. I don't know what I rated him on. I assume it was entertainment, and it may or may not have been like a language gimmick. No extra factors, so yeah, who knows? We have the Miracle, Mike Bennett, going over Tigre Uno with a divine intervention. And it was pretty not good. It's pretty not good, basically. Yeah, expected a little more out of that, not gonna lie. Here, we have a Marty Scurll promo. And yeah, that's the villain Marty Scurll. So we'll be seeing him coming to Impact Wrestling shortly. We got a 52D plus out of it. Not the worst I've ever seen, but not good. The show's not doing very well. That's a little better. Red Dragon defeat Tyrus and Rockstar Spud with the old chasing the dragon. Oh Jesus, he hit. They pinned Tyrus with they hit chasing the dragon on Tyrus. Jesus Christ! Did I make that the thing? No, I should have. I should have made it with Spud. But hey, if he could pick him up and do it, good for him. Got an average. They're good together, obviously. Yeah. So that's better. That's better. Bobby Fish improving and flying. Cool. So not too bad there. Not too bad. Yep. Went over that. Not too bad there. Odd face heel combination. I'm pretty sure Red Dragon are face, yeah? I would have thought so, but what the hell do I know, huh? 55 C-. That's better than I thought, I'm not gonna lie. That was a lot better. So, yeah, who knows? But, can I actually check the, got a .10. I'm trying to see... 55. Okay, so we did as good as last week. That's pretty good. How is that comparatively? Comparatively, the last two explosions are a lot better, so that's great. That's very good. Cool. So, yeah. Yeah, we'll see you guys for Impact Wrestling. Alright, we're here for Impact Wrestling. Let's get right into the show, man. Let's just cut the bullshit. We have a pre-show match of Crazy Steve going over Braxton Sutter. After Rosemary distracted. I like to think more that Rosemary misted him in the face, but I didn't want to do, interference like she fucking, hit him with something or hit him with a clothesline or something. But, yeah, 34-38 in ring, so 38D minus, not too bad. The announcing helped the match, and Crazy Steve improved in performance. So, yeah, pretty good for the old dark match gimmick. Yeah, we also had Work the Crowd going on there. And, yeah, not too bad. Not too bad stuff there. So we opened the show, and holy shit, why is Jim Cornette fucking... I checked his mic. This was rated on mic, and he's a 90 microphone. Why the hell did it get a 41D? That's really strange. I might have to look into that. Anyways, Jim Cornette's music plays, and he opens Impact Wrestling with a promo. And he goes, "All right, thank you all for being here tonight. Let's get right down to business. We don't want to, screw around for too long. At TNA Against All Odds, we have 2 matches lined up, and Drew Galloway versus Ethan Carter III for the TNA World Heavyweight Title, and Matt Hardy versus Jeff Hardy for Matt to leave me alone. As you can tell, we have quite a few empty spots on the card still. Now, under the advisement of the NWA board, I have begun a new talent initiative that begun the last month or so with fan voting at TNAWrestling.com. Wink, wink. He's not winking, that's me. There will be many new wrestlers debuting in the next couple of weeks, and we're going to give the chance for everyone to shine in number 1 contendership matches and tournaments, things like that. One of which will be a mini tag team tournament to fight the Rhodes Scholars for the titles at Against All Odds. This week, we're going to have the Red Dragon versus the Young Bucks, and next week we're going to have Matt Sydal and Ricochet versus the returning Motor City Machine Guns. The week after that, those 2 teams will face off, and the winner of that match will fight the Rhodes Scholars at Against All Odds for the tag team titles. And so yeah, he kind of gives everybody the warning that there's a new talent initiative going on, and we're going to be seeing a lot more faces. And tonight we will see Red Dragon and the Young Bucks for a number 1 contendership tournament there. So 41D notwithstanding, got the crowd hotter, and yeah, I guess it didn't get it to a good start. That's kind of strange. But yeah, so name it corny. Ha. Heh. He's not a good face, apparently, and that's it. So what? He had a 90 microphone, and I rated it as a fucking microphone segment. What the hell happened here? If you can explain this, please explain why this happened. Well, after that, we go from a promo into another promo, and Shane Helms comes out with Trevor Lee. And he goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, the Helms dynasty grows bigger every single day. Not only do we have the X Division champion, the man himself, Trevor Lee, we have another young man, that has decided to take the right step in his career in Zema Ion." And Zema Ion comes out, and he's not DJ Z anymore. He's Zema Ion. He doesn't have the DJ stuff. He doesn't have like the dubstep, wub 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 music. You know what I'm saying? And he's got his old music, so the regular like when he first debuted type of music. And he's got an attire similar to the stuff he had before, but it's a bit toned down. So he's kind of slowly becoming a new kind of Zema Ion. And he goes, "This right here is not the future of TNA, but the present of TNA. Without talent like Trevor Lee and Zema Ion being on this show, TNA Wrestling would be nowhere near its current prestige." Alright, now with that all in mind, we would like to make a formal challenge. We'd like to issue a formal challenge. Now the writing for the angle went too long, so I had to split this up into 2 parts. The first part got a 59C, and Zema Ion's improving in acting, so that's great. That's good news. Holy shit, Ospreay, way to bomb the gimmick here, yeah? Because this was only rated on, I believe, Shane Helms and Ospreay, so because Trevor Lee and Zema aren't doing anything. Helms goes, "Alright, we want to make a formal challenge. There's a young upstart here in TNA Wrestling by the name of Will Ospreay. This man has rejected my business advances behind the scenes quite a few times. And, quite frankly, I was a little disturbed by it, but hey, that's all water under the bridge, no hard feelings. Will Ospreay, we'd love if you'd take on my man Zema Ion tonight. And I'll tell you what, if you win, you can fight my boy Trevor Lee for the X Division title at Against All Odds. What do you say?" And Will Ospreay comes out, and he just says, "You're on." And the match gets going. So, yeah, that's, average, was it 56 and 48? It's about what I expected, to be honest. So, yeah, nothing much to say here. Ospreay got a bonus for high morale and good momentum, so, yeah, you did what you can. You did what you could, so, yeah, what are you going to do? We have a decent little match here. That's pretty good. Will Ospreay defeats Zema Ion in 10 minutes with a springboard cutter, thus earning himself an X Division championship shot at Against All Odds. The announcers are doing good. That's good. Shane Helms did some good work at ringside. Solid in-ring by both men. And, yeah, that gets the X Division storyline going well. It was a high spot match. They were both pretty good at aerials, so I'm not surprised. But, yeah, I'm just glad that that happened. So, pretty good stuff. So, if you'll recall from last time, right, The last show, I was just trying to get things like it was a placeholder show because I was just trying to I was just trying to do a placeholder till more people showed up. So this is kind of like a rehash of last time, but it's different because it's 3-on-2, obviously. But Gail Kim and Madison Rayne defeat 3 members of the Dollhouse when Gail Kim defeats Taryn with an Eat Defeat. There's going to be post-match segment after this, but the match itself did not too bad. Gail Kim and Madison Rayne seem to just do pretty well. Madison Rayne is not suited to her gimmick. I will make note of that right now. If this pen will work, please. Yeah? Thank you. Fantastic. Match got the crowd hotter. That's good, because I thought it was going to be like a cool-down gimmick, so I'm glad that it actually warmed them up. Gail Kim, Madison Rayne putting in work. I feel like whenever we see them and like Jade in a match, they do pretty well. So, kind of makes me sad we're going away from the Dollhouse gimmick, but hey, we still got some time. So yeah, so Gail Kim and Madison Rayne beat the Dollhouse, and Madison Rayne improves in technical skill. After the match, the Dollhouse, oh fantastic, the Dollhouse beat down Gail Kim and Madison Rayne. They beat them down. But then the debuting Leva Bates comes out and saves them. Doesn't do so well with her gimmick, but that's fine. Yeah, Leva Bates saves them and gets a 58C-, so I can't complain about that. Pretty good stuff there. Yeah, yeah, I can't complain about the gimmick, but that's fine. What are you gonna do? Yeah, so Leva Bates getting the old save there for Gail Kim and Madison Rayne. I guess we'll see what happens with that. Holy shit! Yo, is this like one of the top matches I've ever had like on this save? I could swear. Yo, we're gonna go after this show. We're gonna check out Dixieland and see what's going on with that. But I want to see if this is like one of our top matches, to be honest. Like 74 B-. That's a fucking great match. As I recall, this was a steal the show. Yes, it was. Holy shit. Red Dragon defeat the Young Bucks in almost 13 when Kyle O'Reilly taps out Matt Jackson. Great gimmicks for the Bucks. Excellent chemistry all around. The crowd was fucking hot for it. Look at those in-rings. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Mwah. Fucking beautiful. Look at that. This is not the end of the Young Bucks momentum. That we're going to have. I'm just letting you know, the fans at home. The Young Bucks. We're not done with the Young Bucks just because they lost the first round of this tournament gimmick. But Red Dragon do advance, so they will face the winners of Sydal and Ricochet versus the Machine Guns to see who goes to against all odds. Fantastic match here. That's just great. So we have a short promo. Featuring the Tribunal. Al Snow is like a road agent gimmick now, so he's not really part of the Tribunal. Silas Young has more or less taken over, cause he's like an upper mid carder. So I mean, shit, he'll just take over that shit. And he cuts a short little promo, nothing too important. You know, I'm the last real man. I'm gonna, we're trying to make this, a manly sport again. And Ethan Carter, he's a man, but he's not much of one. He's all, he's primped out. He's got his little silver spoon up his ass, and he's working out at the fanciest fucking gyms. I trained at the School of Hard Knocks, while Mr. Silver Spoon, got fed, fed caviar from the time he was born, and yeah, so he's basically taking shots at Ethan Carter because the next match is Silas Young versus Ethan Carter III. Silas Young defeats Ethan Carter. After Mike Bennett and Maria Kanellis came out and fucked up the match. Match didn't do as well as I hoped because they didn't seem to click. I wouldn't be surprised if Ethan Carter was an asshole. No. Okay. Yeah, penalized, well, for holding back. That's not. Yeah, Ethan Carter was, he was bitching real hard. As you can see here, I had to protect him. I had to, keep him strong. I had to fucking... I didn't keep him strong? Well, I protected him. But he was bitching real hard. I couldn't just let him get a win on him. But yeah, that's fine. Silas Young gets the W in the record books, and Mike Bennett, Mike Bennett, though he doesn't get any promo time this week, I'm sure it's because he's trying to make Ethan Carter's life a living hell. That's definitely what happens here. Oh, here you go. Well, that's that then. So Mike Bennett beats EC3 after the match, beats him down, and maybe cuts a little short promo on the mic. I'm gonna make your life a living hell just because you beat me Doesn't mean anything. I beat you. We're 1-1. This isn't over. That type of deal. Yeah, beats him down after the match. So that's good because that storyline needs it. That's pretty good. Decent little rating actually because Mike Bennett, not the most over guy, but pretty entertaining. So that's probably why that worked. This is hype. I was actually really stoked writing this promo. So Lashley comes out for a promo, and he goes, "As we all know, I am the NWA champion. I single-handedly am bringing the NWA and TNA back to relevance. Now, I'd love to defend this title each and every week, but as the biggest star in this company, the NWA board has insisted that they build up every title fight I'm in." Because I'm a major competitor. I'm a major star. They need to build this up. They need to get the box office ratings. So I'm going to defend this title at against all odds. But the question is against who? Well, that's what I'm out here for. I'm out here to make an open challenge for the pay-per-view. And I ran out of text, so it was just like, who wants some? But he's like, who wants to get destroyed by the destroyer, Lashley, huh? He says some stupid, corny shit. And Zack Sabre Jr. comes out, and this is a solid picture, because he basically has this face from minute 1 coming out of the curtain to, through the whole promo. So he comes out with that face, and Lashley starts laughing, and he goes, "Who the hell are you?" And he starts laughing again, because nobody's seen Zack Sabre Jr. before. This is TNA. Nobody knows who Zack Sabre Jr. is. He goes, "Brother, it looks like you made the wrong turn. When you come from the back, the X Division locker rooms are on the right, not the left. You made the wrong turn, fam." And Zack Sabre Jr. just looks at him with that face right there. He just looks at him straight up. Doesn't flinch, doesn't care, just not showing any sign of weakness. And he goes, "What, are you serious? You're here to take me up on my open challenge?" He looks around for a little bit, like he's in disbelief, like this vanilla midget over here is gonna challenge him for the NWA champion. He goes, "Well, it's your funeral, kid." And Lashley goes to hit Sabre, but Sabre ducks and sweeps the leg. And while Lashley's on the floor, Sabre goes for the Fujiwara armbar, and he holds the armbar in. This is a solid, I'm talking maybe a minute and a half. He's holding Lashley in for a long time, and the whole time he's got this armbar in on Lashley. He's yelling, "Tap out, tap out, tap out!" And Lashley's like, "Oh God, I don't want to." He doesn't want to tap out. It's not a match, but he doesn't want to tap out. And he finally taps out. He taps him out because otherwise Sabre was going to break his arm, and that's Pentagon's gimmick. That's not his gimmick. But yeah, Zack Sabre gets a shit gimmick, and the storyline advances. So I'm pretty happy with that. I was hoping a little bit more, but Sabre, though being a main eventer, is not well known yet, so I'm not too surprised. But yeah, I loved writing that promo. It was pretty solid. So we have a main event match of, I believe this is the main event, of Broken Matt Hardy defeating James Storm. He's now officially broken, by the way. He wasn't broken before. Now he's broken. Matt Hardy defeats James Storm in 15 minutes with a twist of hate. Gets a solid 76 B-. Another good match right there. And Tyrus did some good work at ringside, even though he wasn't supposed to be there. So that's actually my bad. I'll have to make a note of that. Tyrus, there we go. All right, the announcers did well. Matt Hardy with a 58, and James Storm putting in the work with a 70. Solid stuff there. And yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, they both had poor momentum. That didn't help. But the match did good. I'm not complaining at all. So we have a promo after the match, and Matt Hardy, picks up the mic and he starts to have a promo. And see, if I wanted to cheat, I could have just done this on Matt and Jeff and had this be like a fucking 85. But no, you see, guys, when I make these custom angles, everybody's rated on it. Okay, I'm not cheating. This is a legit game. All right, fam. Matt Hardy cuts a promo and he goes, "Brother Nero, the time for your ultimate salvation is nearing. And against all odds, Brother Nero, your journey into the afterlife will begin. As the prophecy is fulfilled, we will all..." And then Rockstar Spud and or Tyrus's music. I'm not sure who has what music anymore. But they interrupt, and they come out to confront Matt Hardy. And Spud goes, "Listen, Mr. Hardy, sir, we love what you've done in this ring. We love what you've done in your career." Yeah, this is basically a repeat of the real-life storyline. But Tyrus grabs the mic. He goes, "You are insane, brother. What the hell is going on, man?" Tyrus don't give a fuck. He's just like, "Bro, you are fucking crazy. What is going on?" And Spud's like, "Yeah, we love working with you, like, as a business arrangement. Like, you're doing good, but, like, this stuff, this gimmick you got over here, or whatever this is getting way, way out of hand." And Hardy goes, "Dost thou declare me insane? Tyrus, Spud, two loyal soldiers in what will be written as my first crusade, are now stabbing me in the back." And he thinks about it, he mulls it over, he goes, "Oh, well, I have foreseen this in the prophecy." And the four men in black from TNA Genesis, the four men in bodysuits labeled Salvation, get in the ring and they beat down Tyrus and Spud. And Jeff Hardy runs out and tries to save Tyrus and Spud, but Matt hits the Twist of Fate. I wrote Twist of Fate, it's Twist of Hate. Oh well, I was trying to fit the text on there. What are you going to do? And Matt kind of celebrates his victory with the four masked men in black bodysuit. They're not masked, but they got those suits. You know, like those ones that like Cesaro and Kid were in when they were the Rosebuds that one episode of Raw? They're like full body suits, like even the face is covered. It's like those. And it says Salvation on it. And everybody's just like, what the fuck is happening? What is happening? Tyrus performed poorly, deserved better announcing, and Jeff Hardy looked good. That's no big deal. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I can't complain too much with them being rated on it, getting a 70C plus, not too bad to end out the show. That's great. That's really good. Hey, that's pretty good. That just popped myself with the iDubbbz reference. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I don't know why I clicked that. 72, B minus. Pretty good show as far as I remember. And listen, it's been a while since I've done. Can I continue this and just keep talking? 25 regions, fantastic stuff. As far as I can recall, we don't get much out of like the C plus realm. So I'm really happy with a B minus. It may turn out that like all the impacts have been B minuses and I just don't remember. But as far as I remember, this is like a really good rating. So I'm actually pretty excited to see this. How this show turned out to everything else. We're also going to check out how Dixieland is doing, and I want to see how well that Red Dragon Bucks match did. And listen, I'm just gonna keep going. There we go. All right, I don't have to keep talking, keep filibustering here. Great stuff from the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino that I actually haven't been to, though I live here. But that's a whole other deal. Harry Smith extends his deal with House of Hardcore. That's fine. Explosion got a 0.1, and Impact got a 2.35. Okay, so we will see how that went down. Bram has some minor morale issue. That's fine. What have I not seen yet? Drug test. Don't care. Omega dating. Kelly. Oh, yeah. I was going to ask you guys. Kelly is dating Trevor Lee now. Do you want Kelly to TNA? Leave me a comment if you want Kelly to TNA. She'll be Barbie Blank, so... leave a comment if you want Barbie Blank to join TNA. Leave me a comment right now. Just say, you know, I want Barbie Blank in TNA. We'll say something more creative than that. Don't just be like, I want Barbie Blank in TNA. Be like, hey, you know, that'd be cool. You know, something to that effect. Kelly, Barbie Blank, what have you. Shit! Against all odds is in 2 days. That's not right. That's not right at all. Let's go ahead and make that not 2 days from now. Let's go ahead and make that 2 weeks from now. There we go. Much better. Okay, so I want to check the top matches. How do I do that? How do I do this gimmick? Oh, here we go. 370 doesn't know what he's doing. History. No. Top 100 matches. There we go. Yeah, that Red Dragon. Those were the top 2 matches we've ever done. On this series. Unbelievable. Like, I thought those were high ratings, but I thought once I saw the Matt Hardy James Storm, I was like, nah, I'm just like hallucinating. Like I'm sure I've done better matches than that before. I started to doubt myself. Those were 2 of the best. Those were the 2 best matches we've done in this series so far. What the fuck? Yeah, the Drew Galloway Jeff Hardy one was Oh wow, we got 2 and the Lashley James Storm for 70. Wow, that's crazy, you guys. That is fucking crazy. Okay. So that's great news. We're doing company records over here. We are doing company fucking records. Yeah, so with that, we're going to check Dixieland, because I got a couple comments talking about Dixieland. Of course, we got to check Dixieland. See how they're doing. They're getting some pop. That's good. They got a full roster. Have they done any events yet? History. They've yet to do one event. So that is unfortunate. Schedule. Okay, so have they had a show already? Heaven's on Fire in week 1 January? And then Desperate Measures. Desperate Measures, by the way, that's pretty good. Uh, Thursday, week 4 February. So they should have run this already, yeah? Thursday, week 1 January. Pretty sure we did that already. It is week 2 February, so why would that not be here? Well, isn't that just like me to leave an episode with more questions than answers? No, I don't want to attempt takeover. Fuck that. Dino Winwood signing with Dixieland. Bischoff. Fantastic stuff here. So, it seems like they've done a show, but they haven't. Like, we don't. There's nothing. We don't know, like, what's. They claim to have had a show on the schedule. It shows that they've done a show, but maybe they scheduled it, but they didn't do it. That could be a thing. So they are scheduled to do a show in Thursday, week 4 February. So maybe if I can remember that, if you guys can remind me in the comments, maybe we'll check back at that time and see how Dixieland is doing. But that'll wrap up this episode of Rebuilding TNA. I thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you for sticking in there while I, I get back to the college grind, the regular life schedule that's not, summer vacation. Yeah, so it's just been kind of hard to just sit down, book a full show, get it recorded, get it rolling. So I do thank you for being patient with me, but I do hope you very much enjoyed. Follow me on Twitter to get an update on the next episode. Subscribe for more TEW content whenever it goes up. You'll know when it happens. And if you haven't yet, like the video, because I don't think I said that yet. Like the video, because it's a great video. I know it is. I haven't even watched it back, and I know it is. Alright, well, instead of sounding like an asshole, I'm just going to sign off here. So I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Peace.